This is a back of seat display on an aircraft that I rode on a recent trip. And I bring this to this workshop as an example of a very poor usability application. You'll notice as I select buttons on here, I have to select multiple times, so the responsiveness of the application is very poor. It also gives me very poor feedback in terms of when something is not working. There really isn't anything that appears on the screen that gives me an indication that something has gone wrong. You'll also notice that as I try to navigate around, the back button, which I'm selecting there, is always present, even if the option to go back isn't available. So they are providing feedback in that case, but it's not good feedback because it's confusing. It's allowing me to try to use a feature that is not available at that particular moment. You will notice some good elements on the screen when I select the certain elements on the display, that it highlights them and puts bars around them. In this case, it's giving me a little bit of feedback and says that it's thinking. But the important thing to remember here is that this application invokes a lot of cognitive load. In other words, I'm having to work very, very hard just to use the interface and just to navigate around and use the application. So when you're developing e-learning, consider ways that you can reduce the learner's cognitive load when they're using the interface and using the application, in turn so they can refocus those cognitive processing capabilities to focus on learning, on the task of learning.